Hey shippers, it's your girl Naya here, and we're back at it again with Andi Mack Season 3, Episode 14, The Promo. Okay, I'm not going to say the name of the title because I don't know it. Okay, so first we see Buffy, and Marty tells her that he's doing like this little marathon thing. And of course, when Marty said he's doing something, you see the wheels turning in Buffy's head, and she says, okay, I'm gonna do it too. And Marty's like, you can't do a marathon without training for it. And she was just like, oh, so you're afraid I'll beat you? And she has this like, it's this really flirty banner in air, and she's falling back into her old patterns. But Marty was like not having it. He was like, look, you can't do this. You're not supposed to do this. But of course, you know how Buffy is. If you tell her not to do something, she's just going to want to do it to prove you wrong. And we've seen time and time again that's how her and Marty's relationship works. Like she also misses him, and she misses their little fun little thing. But Marty looks like he was like not baiting her. You know how he usually does. He wasn't baiting her. He was like really serious. And of course, Buffy feels like she is just the best at everything, and she can just do it in one go. Like, we've seen her, we know how competitive she is, but Marty brings out this side. Even though Buffy has changed, Marty is like, he brings this out of Buffy, right? This whole being, she's with her equal, and y'all already know I made a video about Buffy and Marty and how I feel about their relationship. So of course they're like, she wants to be his equal. She wants to be on his level. So if Marty could do a marathon, she's going to do the marathon, and there's nothing that you could say to stop her. And Marty just looked like, he sighed and everything. He was like trying to talk her down, but of course that only made her want to do it more because she's Buffy. Yeah, like at first, let me tell y'all something. Did I tell y'all in the last episode that I thought his girlfriend was Kira? And I'm just kind of glad it wasn't, because she seems to be leaning more on Tyra's side, and I'll talk about that later. Yeah, but what if his girlfriend was Libby? Nah, it can't be Libby, because he'd been dating her for a hot minute. Or he could have made her up. He could have made this girlfriend up just because Buffy basically tossed him to the side and he didn't want to look like a loser. He could just be making up this girlfriend. Right? And how is his girlfriend going to feel when he knows that the girl that he used to be into, they're running a marathon together? Who knows? But we see that Buffy got over her head. Like, I mean, just because you're good at sports doesn't mean you have what it takes to run a marathon. Like, Buffy is she's the fastest one on the track team, and she's captain of the females basketball team. So, if Buffy's going to put her mind to something, she's going to do it. And she's going to make sure she's the best. But she has went over her head. We see her faint. But not only does she faint, she faints into TJ's... she faints into Marty's arms. And you saw the way he caught her. Like, I don't know how they're going to get back to, like, actual civilized people or whatever. But what he might do is, like, carry her the rest of the way. I feel like he might carry her to the finish line until they're, like, done with everything. Because, you have to make certain resting stops and things like that. Or he's going to stay with Buffy. He's not going to finish the marathon. Like, it's either one of those two. He's either going to pick her up and carry her until they finish the marathon with her passed out. That's dedication. Like, he might carry her like Hercules to the finish line, or he might just stay with her until she wakes up and she's feeling better and completely forget about the marathon in general. Okay, so Andi is dealing with some anger issues because this wedding is off and she's feeling upset. And Amber said she has somewhere Andi could put her anger out on, I think she's talking about therapy. She's either talking about therapy, taking Andi therapy, or just talking about going to like the gym and something where she could just fight or something. But I feel like the gym is not Andi's place. I feel like Andi needs to talk about her problems. So most likely it would be a psychiatrist's office or Cyrus's, parents that Andi would go to. I feel bad for Andi, like I do, but not as bad. How do I say it? I feel like Andi needs to go to therapy. Andi needs to go to therapy. It hasn't even been a whole year yet. Like this whole arc is set in the same exact year. Like it's been a lot of stuff that, well, has it been a whole year? No, I don't think it has been a whole year. But whatever has been happening to Andi throughout the beginning of the first episode in season 1, she has been through a lot. First of all, she finds out that her mother's not her mother, her grandfather's not she finds out that her mother's not her mother and her father's not her father. Her sister is actually her mother, and she doesn't even know who her father was. And then we had to go through this arc of finding Bowie, who missed like 13 years of her life, and this man she doesn't know. And then she gets to know him, and she ends up loving him for who he is. She ends up, soon as she gets a father, well, her real father, he ends up getting taken away because Bowie and Bex, even though they love each other, they're not together. So she has this perfect family picture. She was like, oh my God, I finally get to meet my father, and he's still in love with my mother. Like, what's going on? He ends up dating a whole nother woman named Miranda, and then she ends up having a daughter named Morgan, and she sees them out having a good time, acting like a family. And Andi doesn't know who she is anymore. It's like her whole life has changed for her. Like, she doesn't have that stability anymore. And then when she finally got like her family back, her father was dating another chick or whatever. She had to move out of her home that she lived with Cece for years, and then she had to go to this apartment. She wasn't used to it. She was used to having the house cleaned a certain way. She was used to having Cece doing her laundry. She had to do her own laundry. Her and Bex had to like work something out, and then she ended up finding out that her grandparents were going to move the house, and they wanted to travel, and then all of this stuff was just happening, and it's a lot that Andi has to deal with. And then she had to deal with liking this boy, Jonah, and then Jonah had a girlfriend named Amber, and she's nasty to her. She had to play a sport. She was playing a sport to impress a guy, to impress the boy that she liked, which is not even her. Andi doesn't even know who she is. It's just a lot of drama that is surrounding Andi. So if Amber's talking about therapy, she needs it. I honestly think everybody on this cast needs some therapy. I really think I don't know. I think everybody just needs, I feel like the Mack family needs some family therapy. I feel like there's just a lot wrong. Like how Bex got pregnant as a teenager. She was a teen mom. She let her mother raise her daughter. She felt like Andi would be safer with her grandmother, and because of this, even though she felt like she was doing the right thing, she resented her mother for it. It was just a lot. She felt like she could never do anything right. She only visits occasionally, but she was still traveling the world. She never told Bowie, the baby father, that she had a kid. It's just a lot it's just a lot of problems. Like, they have a lot of issues. And I feel bad for Bowie. Bowie is the one that we need to feel bad for. I mean, I feel bad for Andi because it's a lot for a 13-year-old girl, but Bowie, come on. Like, he was traveling the world. on tour, right? Living with his bands. He had a girl that he loved who would come to all his shows. I don't know. I think Beck stopped going to her shows. Whatever. They end up breaking up, probably because Beck found out she was pregnant and she was scared. Like, what is it like being a guy and then finding out that the girl that you loved, who just broke up with you and just never talked to you again, was hiding a child for you for 13 years? How would you feel? Like, she didn't tell you to be in her life. She didn't let you do any of that, but she just took the choice away from you completely. And then on top of that, you propose to her. She doesn't give you a straightforward answer. She's like, and then she denies you, right? And then you're ready to like live your life again and date other people. It doesn't work out because she lied on your daughter. You know, you want to protect your family. And then you think about going on tour, right? And then she proposed to you, so you stop. You know, it's like Bowie stopped his going on tour for Bex because they were going to get married. They're not married now, and it's just like he gave up his dream for this. Like, you know, it was, I don't know. I don't like that. Like, she proposed to him. He said yes. He's excited. He's going to wear his father's tuxedo. His mother gave the blessing. He tries to be on Cece's good side for the woman that he loves. And then Cece ends up loving him. You know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And then on top of that, you were going to change your name to Mack. Not even that traditionally it's the female because she's, you know, she's coming into your family. You didn't care how you loved her. You were going to change your name to Mack, and you were so on board with this wedding because you just love her. And then she sits there and tells you that there is no wedding. So, bitch, I didn't go on tour. I didn't do any of this shit. You lied about my kid for 13 years, and now we're not even having the wedding. And there was also a theory about that whole thing. Like, people, I heard somebody had told me on like Instagram or something, they was like, Naya, maybe they stopped doing the wedding because the pedophile Ham, you know, like, her father's supposed to walk her down the aisle, and that completely snatched my edges away. I was like, damn, he is supposed to walk her down the aisle. But at the same time, they could have just replaced him. I don't know why they're not replacing him. Like, he's not even in the series. Like, they could just replace him. Or say he's back. Or say her father has, you know, Bex's father had traveled the world again. It could have been that. I don't know. This was just a really short promo. And I know we're gonna get the extended promo, but this is just the short promo. If we do get an extended promo, if it's really good, I'll probably talk about it. But I mean, hey, a lot of people are up in arms about Tyrus. I want the drama to happen. People's like, no, but Tyrus is solidified. I'm just like, yeah, it's solidified. But this is good. I feel like this is progress. Kira could be the reason why we get Tyrus. And I'm going to say that because we need drama. We need drama. We need them to realize what they mean to each other. Kira's the perfect person to do that. The perfect person. The perfect person to do that. I think she might be the reason why we get Tyrus. We might get jealous Cyrus, and I'm so on board for that. I am so on board. Like, I'm ready for them to realize what they mean to each other right now because we've been dancing around this subject. I'm ready for full-on Tyrus. I wonder what her character's proving, like what she's trying to do. Like, people were saying she was homophobic. I don't think she's homophobic. I think she snuffed out a weakness that TJ had and she used it against him. to get what she wanted. She's manipulative. She's manipulative. I don't think she has a problem with gays. I think she has a problem with the guy that she like is gay. Yeah, and I think she has a problem that the guy that she likes a guy who is best friend with the girl that she hates. I think the issues go deeper. I think it goes deeper. And on top of that, it's like he's also captain of the basketball team. That would boost her popularity. Like unknown girl in the like, who's this unknown girl that TJ decided to do like a picture with? Y'all remember she was one of the best players on her team from a different school, and the fact that they both like basketball, they could be a power couple. They could be a power couple. I'm just like, I'm Team Tyrus, but I'm like really thinking like strategically, like this might work for Kira. Like she got she's in the yearbook with one of the most popular guys in the school, and he's cute. Girl, yes, that just boosted her popularity, boost her head up. And she could manipulate him so he could do whatever he wants. He's gonna be so well trained, be the best boyfriend she wants. Might even carry her books to her class. Bitch. Kira, this could work. And she could also piss off Buffy in the process. Oh my gosh. She also could join like the basketball team and make, it'll be cool, like, because Buffy had that status of being the only girl on the basketball team, but she can hold her own against boys and stuff. She might try to use, if Buffy could do it, Kira could do it. Right? If Buffy can do it, if Buffy could pull it off, so can Kira, I think. Which I think. I mean, instant popularity. Instant. People would talk about how the girls' basketball team is trash, but the boys are amazing. How good you have to be the only girl on the boys' basketball team? I feel like this might work, bitch. And for Kira, this is a good move. This is a good move. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. She probably thinks that TJ doesn't like Buffy as well. I don't even know how Buffy feels about TJ, to be honest. I don't think Buffy greeted TJ when he came into that, like, little bakery thing. Didn't he say he didn't know who Marty was? Like, I don't know what's going on, but this might work. Like, this might work. And a lot of people were saying, how is Buffy going to react if they find out that Kira is manipulating TJ? Who cares about TJ? I don't think Buffy does. I mean, she tried to be friends with him. They weren't really friends. They were kind of in like this awkward state. Then the gun situation happened, and that turned her completely off from TJ. Cyrus is back hanging out with TJ. Now it's like this awkward thing. Like, I don't know how to describe their relationship. So I don't even know if she liked TJ. It might be just two people who she don't like. She don't like Kira, and she probably don't like TJ. So this could work in her favor. And if she's trying to keep TJ away from Cyrus, I don't know if Buffy would be upset about it because Cyrus is upset, or she'll just be on board with it because she don't like TJ. But at the same time, I do feel like Buffy's mother instincts will kick in because that's just who Buffy is. And she will smack Kira down. Like, if they get into an argument, Buffy will smack Kara down. She do not play when it comes to the Good Hair Crew. She do not play when it comes to her friends. Like, she see her friends are not her. It's not just her friends. They're her family. And out of the three of them, we already know who has the closest relationship in the group. It's Buffy and Cyrus. So if somebody's hurting Cyrus, she's going to go off. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So it's one, I don't think Buffy's going to see the shading on TJ's side, but if it's affecting Cyrus and Kira comes out her mouth and she's direct and she says something slick to Cyrus about how he's like delicate, or tries to make, not trying to be like outwards homophobe, but if she says something slick out her mouth, Buffy will shut it down. And Andi is famous for giving an eye roll. Like, I feel like Andi gives me so much face. Like, Buffy is, I feel like she's one to give physical. Amber's one to talk trash, and Andi gives me face. Like, she is good at giving a good eye roll or talking back to someone. But Amber's good at cutting people down from ego. She's good from cutting you, slicing you down top to bottom. And Buffy is good with the physical. I feel like she won't say nothing. She'll just throw hands, which is something I am excited for. And Amber loves Cyrus, so we'll see, bitch. We'll see. Jonah's not going to catch on. He's going to be oblivious because that's just Jonah. He's going to think nothing of it. Cyrus is going to be sad, but he's going to be like to himself. Like, I don't think he'll be outwards with his frustrations. I feel like people's like Kira manipulated TJ. She didn't manipulate him. Well, she did manipulate him. She gave him a choice. She gave him a choice without giving him a choice. Like, she said, oh, you're going to do that? Okay, good luck with that. She didn't say, oh, you shouldn't do this, so I'm going to blackmail you. But she didn't do that. She planted a seed of doubt, and she let it grow. She let it consume him, and it consumed him at the end because she got her way. That's all you have to do with people. You just have to you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to manipulate them. You don't have to blackmail them. All you do is have to put just one seed of doubt to make you question your life. That's it. And just let it grow. And it ate him alive. Like, she hit so close. She hit close to home, which is why he was like shook. She made him realize something about himself that he didn't, which is why this is a good thing. Yeah, I don't like this, but I'm a messy bitch who lives for drama, so I'm just so here for this. Anyway, that's my review. I'm just rambling on. Bye, shippers. It's your girl, Naya here, and peace.